Jesse didn't just speak to black folks, he spoke to white folks and Latinos and Asian Americans and the first Americans. He spoke to family farmers and environmentalists. He spoke to gay rights activists when nobody was talking to gay rights activists and blue-collar workers. And he gave them the same message, that they mattered, that their voices and their votes counted. He invited them to believe. He invited us to believe in our own power to change America for the better.
That was former President Barack Obama honoring the late Reverend Jesse Jackson at his memorial service in Chicago on Friday. The joyful, music-filled service traced Reverend Jackson's journey from a child of the Jim Crow South throughout his fight for civil rights to his role as a political powerhouse in D.C. Former Vice President Kamala Harris and former Presidents Bill Clinton and Joe Biden also took the stage to reflect on Jackson's influence and legacy. Plenty of great music throughout. Jackson died on February 17th. He was 84 years old. For more, I want to bring in civil rights leader and CEO of S. Harris Communications, Shane Harris, who joins us from Chicago, where he attended the funeral and is dominating the suit game tonight. Shane, welcome back to The Story Is.
Good to be back with you, Alex.
You were right there, like within the first few rows, and seated right by all of these former presidents, the biggest names in the Democratic Party. What was it like inside the room? What was happening when the camera wasn't on everybody?
Well, I mean, I think there was a lot of, just feelings in regard to all that Reverend Jackson contributed. I mean, I know that you mentioned a lot of Democratic leadership was there, but there was people from all different parties and perspectives, because Reverend Jackson represented the rainbow. He was among the first that launched the rainbow in the political and social context. And so he is someone that really was able to bring together coalitions of all kinds of peoples. He was someone who was able to go talk to anyone. And I think there was so much, appreciation in all the people that were gathered, because people understood that this is not a funeral. This is a celebration of a legacy that is going to live on.
Did Barack Obama get the biggest ovation?
I think Barack Obama obviously, really stole the show. I mean, I would say he gave the eulogy 28 minutes roughly in his speech. And he, of course, has monotones of the Black church often in his speeches. So that was unique. But there were also other great speeches that were given, including former Vice President Kamala Harris, Presidents Bill Clinton, as well as a number of others, and Jesse Jackson Jr., who I share my condolences with, including all of his family. But his speech was very powerful, as well as a call to action for the future, not just the now.
So we're looking at Kamala Harris there, who's showing off a pin from Jesse Jackson. Of course, Barack Obama, the first Democratic nominee who was black. Jesse Jackson helped pave the way for that. Kamala Harris, the second black Democratic nominee for president. Here's some of what she said.
It reads as follows, all caps. Damn straight, exclamation point. It's time for a black presidential candidate. That was a Jesse Jackson pin from those days.
How did the two different Jesse Jackson campaigns pave the way
to the 88 campaign? He expanded delegates. He registered more voters, 6.4 million votes, significant for an African American in 1988. And so the expansion of the delegates, as well as the expansion of registered voters, Reverend Jackson had a significant impact in regard to the political landscape, clearing the way for President Barack Obama. And might I say, this was the first time today that I've ever heard President Obama really dive into that and say publicly, in the way that he did, that the reason why there was a Senator Barack Obama and a President Barack Obama was because of the way that Reverend Jackson paved for him.
And we just saw a shot of Jesse Jackson crying when Barack Obama won the presidency. He was in the front row. There's so many great Jesse Jackson quotes. He was one of your mentors. Real quickly, what is your favorite Jesse Jackson quote?
I am somebody, because what he was saying to the nation is no matter where you come from, no matter what color of skin you are, really the content of your character, not the color of your skin, that you are somebody. You could be from the lowest levels of foster care, like I grew up in the system after losing both of my parents, and you can rise to the occasion to become somebody. You could be homeless and you can be somebody. You can be in the worst of the worst. And this nation really is built in the fabric of the context of what he was talking about. I am somebody. So that to me is the most significant contribution that he gave, because what he was telling people is no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, and no matter what the challenges you face right now in front of you are somebody.
And he kept hope alive for decades as well. Shane Harris, thank you. Our condolences to you, but what a celebration of life today. What a life well lived.
Our condolences to the family of Reverend Jackson.
Yep. We'll be back with more of the story right after this.